So let's now come to the next question. Who do people want as the next chief minister? This again is interesting because you've got one man who's been chief minister in the new state of Telangana. Nobody else has. So you've got K. Chandrasekhar Rao coming in on the top at 32%. Revanth Reddy, who used to be in the Telugu Desam, moved over, joined the Congress, now led the Congress's campaign. He comes in at 21, and anybody from the Congress comes in at 22. So if you add 21 and 22, you're at 43. That's the Congress percentage versus 32 with K. Chandrasekhar Rao.
And that's well below what the BRS's own vote percentage last time was. They won 46% of the vote. So you would expect, and he's a one-man show. So if I'm a BRS supporter, I would naturally want KCR as my preferred choice. There's nobody else there. So when I get 32% against 46%, which is my party's vote share, clearly not all BRS voters now choose KCR as their preferred choice. They're clearly drifting and looking at options.
But there's one very important point I want to flag, which is that, the BJP removed Bandi Sanjay Kumar, who used to head the Telangana BJP, and brought in Kishan Reddy instead, and then in the middle of the campaign projected their OBC leader Etla Rajendran as the chief ministerial face. These people don't even figure in the list of those who people responded when the question was asked who should be the chief minister, even amongst the BJP voters. The only character who features is Bandi Sanjay Kumar. So Etla Rajendran is not there, Kishan Reddy is not there. Do you think this is like an epic error? That the one batsman who's batting well in the pitch of Gachibowli, you remove him, you bring somebody else who's not able to score.
But, Rahul, you should see the BJP's strategy in a different perspective here. Particularly, they are not thinking about the state election this time because they know for sure it is not about who is going to be the chief minister candidate. But what is more important, last time they won 4 seats out of 17 total. It is important who can hold the entire state into one this thing and give good fight in the coming Lok Sabha election.
Potch-up of monumental proportions?
It is like, not asking Virendra Sehwag to open the batting, and with due respect to Cheteshwar Pujara, making Cheteshwar Pujara open the batting in a T20 game. It was akin to that. Bandi Sanjay infused a lot of energy and dynamism into the BJP.
And he was acerbic, he punched back.
I mean, he was getting under KCR's skin. The BRS was constantly in reactive mode to whatever, outlandish at times, but whatever statements he would make. And then to replace him with the Reddy community, and then to again go back and say that, no, we will appoint a BC MLA as the chief minister if we come to power. So your communication messaging was completely messed up.
But the story here is neither Bandi Sanjay Kumar, it is this man, Revanth Reddy.
Yeah.
Because if you had asked the question 12 months ago, I don't think Revanth Reddy may even have figured necessarily at the top of the Congress's list. The Congress had a number of other leaders who they saw as
Why did they pick him?
I think they picked Revanth Reddy as part of a generational change, as someone, I think they realized it's almost the old YSR model. Sudhir will know better. That someone who goes up and is ready to bat on the front foot. One of the feelings was the Congress was afraid of KCR. They were not willing to bat on the front foot against KCR. Go and challenge him, ready to go to jail. You want to arrest me, and KCR was ready to do all that and more.
There is also one more reason. There is also always a suspicion that many in the old congressmen are Trojan horses.
That's what I mean. They were hand in glove with...
This man is taking on KCR directly.
And Rahul, he joined the Congress in 2018.
Even though the thing is very interesting, he's an outsider. Yeah. Technically, you ask a congressman in Telangana, he starts his career as an ABVP activist, spends the longest time of his career in the Telugu Desam, and eventually comes to the Congress. Wins the election, a Lok Sabha election in 2019. But there's an interesting connection he has with the Congress. His wife is the daughter of Jaipal Reddy's brother.
Niece.
So effectively Jaipal Reddy's niece. And they come from the same village in Mehboob Nagar. And, I met Jaipal Reddy's brother. And I have a lot of fond memories of Jaipal Reddy. Any journalist who covered politics in the 90s would. He was a very fine party spokesperson. Originally, and I always saw him as an anti-establishment figure. He actually didn't like being in the Congress, I believe, because he was a Janata Party man. He was at his happiest when he could take on the Congress and the BJP. Eventually came to the Congress, wonderful man, great intellect in many ways, and served you the best Andhra lunch you could get. The prawns that Jaipal Reddy served you, only Venkaiah Naidu at times could match it. But the point I'm trying to make is Revanth
So much
Reddy.
for
Even
insights,
facilitation for food.
data analytics, visualization.
when
Here
you-
comes the call.
Revanth Reddy comes from that family, and he was very, he was happy because I made the mistake. Revanth Anna, Ovesi was telling me that you are actually ABVP man. So he immediately brought Jaipal Reddy's brother to me. Jaipal ji, Mr. Reddy, you tell this man, am I a RSS man? Can I be RSS? I am Jaipal Reddy's, I come from his family. Because Jaipal Reddy took on the RSS always. So Revanth Reddy seems to have that street fighting spirit. And I think the Congress needed that because the Congress's party, it's an indolent party. It wants to be in power without working for power. YSR changed that. YSR went on that yatra and changed the Congress in 2003-04. And Revanth Reddy went on a yatra and has done it to the
Keshav
Congress.
Rao, are you alarmed by the first set of data that we've put out, which seems to suggest that 43% want anybody from the Congress or Revanth Reddy, and only 32% want K. Chandrasekhar Rao, who was hoping to come back to power for the third time, something which no chief minister in any southern state apart from MGR has done. So is this hugely alarming for you just at the outset? Keshav Rao, sir?
Well, tell me, is the question to me?
It is, sir, it is.
Can you please come again?
So my question is,
can you come again, please? I
in
did
some
not
of the
hear, sorry.
comments that we saw from Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao in the last phase of campaigning, he was saying things like, if I lose, I'll go to my farm, nothing will happen to me, but all the schemes that I give you, the welfare, Aitu Bandhu, all of that will be taken away from you. So he seemed towards the end of the campaign to have entered into a defeatist kind of mentality.
Rahul, you are reading too much in between the lines. It is usually, it does happen. He's a man with a gift of the gab. He talks very well. He gets connected with the people with whom he's talking. And when things were going on, including the exit poll sort of a surveys or sort of a talk, he just said that it did not matter because I have served you for 10 years and I've made you a state which are supposed to be the most backward region of the country, as far as the Planning Commission is concerned, has today is vying for the first place in the country, for the best place in the country as far as the development sector is concerned. So this is a usual thing I have seen in India today, and you particularly talking about these particular 2, 3, 4 sentences which you had said. Don't give much of an importance to that.
Okay, we're joined at the moment by someone who could well be Chief Minister if the Congress wins. We are talking about Revanth Reddy, but there is another face who would want to be Chief Minister, and I'm told he's joining us. Bhatti Vikramakar, Vikramaka, are you joining us at the moment? Thank you very much. CLP leader. Can you join us? Are you with us, sir?
The Congress party represents all sections of the society. Why do you want to?
Are you joining? Appreciate your joining us, sir. I think he's on a different call, a different channel. We will try. I mean, that's the nature. He's obviously much in demand.
Okay.
But I was told by my producer he's there. But he is potentially someone who was Sudhir. Am I right?
You mentioned Revanth Reddy 21% and others. Anyone from Congress 20? There are 7 more claimants.
But is he the leading claimant?
Because he's the SC phase from Khammam district, where the Congress is expected to do very well. So he would be one of the leading faces.
And their CLP leader.
Their CLP leader went on a long Padyatra, pretty much like YSR, dresses like YSR, so in that mold. And he has been a Congress loyalist. His brother also in the Congress party has been an MP. So pretty much a strong claimant for the top job if the Congress decides to not give it to a Reddy.
Okay.